This pink blazer is a girl's dream. It is the most perfect pink. It's probably my favorite pink. It's tweed, it's a classic shape. It really is gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. Love the detail on it. But it's actually very hard to style. It really is. It's an 80s throwback for sure. I mean, this is a colour I wore in the 80s all the time. And I do love it, but it is very hard to pair with things without it looking a bit wishy-washy, a bit dated, a bit too girly, a bit too sweet, all of those things. I do think the texture, the tweed and the shape makes it more masculine, but still, I found it really difficult to style. And then I discovered it's probably because of the silver buttons. I hadn't realised really how difficult it would be to style with silver buttons. Probably because I tend to go warmer, I tend to go gold. And it's interesting because I was silver for probably through my teens all the way probably till I was 30 or even older. So it's interesting how we shift and change. So what I have done is I have echoed the silver where I can. So I have a nice matte silver earring, a matte silver bracelet, and then a little bit of a chain around my neck. I could add a silver brooch, but it might be getting a bit busy. But I really liked it with the leopard. I wanted to try it with the leopard to warm it up, but also because it's not typical. I could have gone for a lovely, pretty satin skirt, you know, but it's just too girly for me. So edging it up a little bit with leopard really works. And this skirt is actually a dress. Yes, it is. It's a Zara dress. So underneath you'll see I have, first of all, a top, but then here is the dress. And it's quite low, so it's got a cowl neckline. It's actually really beautiful, and it's cut on the bias so it swings gorgeously and moves gorgeously. But yeah, it's just a little bit too low here. And I did fill it with gold necklaces, but then I realised, hello, I need to go silver, and I just don't have the silver necklaces to put here. So in this case, I wouldn't wear the dress completely with this. It just didn't work, but the skirt works beautifully. Anyway, I wanted to try a couple of other things as well. Yes, I know, I've gone completely over the top 80s now. And I don't know whether I love it or hate it. This blue, the shape, the colour, everything about it is what I wore in the 80s, endlessly. Early 80s actually. And with that pink. Anyway, I'm not sure I would wear it like this, so I'm going to show you what I would do differently. The first thing is that I've left the boot on, and I have a chic updated bag. And then what I would do to fill that little gap there is I would just put a scarf in pink. And not too pastel-y, more of a muted, mature colour. See that? And it just helps bring all of those pastels down to earth a little. And this scarf even has a little bit of blue in it. So that's how I would wear this. And I would still let that little bit of blue peek through, and I'd have a tonal belt that ties in with the bag and the boots. So that I could potentially do. But I thought I'd try something even more 80s, and I might actually like this a bit better. Let's try something underneath this. All right, so here I've put on this gorgeous knit, and you can see it's quite long. Let's just try the jacket over the top. And of course, that's still very 80s, isn't it, with the cream? But I would definitely fold this up flat, and then I'd tuck it at the front. And I would likely have this draped over rather than actually on. And then maybe even a crossbody over the top. But that gives a lovely 70s, 80s vibe that's also a little bit modern with that boot. And now for something a little more neutral with this beautiful linen tunic. It's soft and floaty with the structured jean and boot and the structured jacket, and the bag is quite structured too. And look, I put a silver boot on underneath, and I actually really like it. The jeans are a bit darker and they've got that beautiful flare to give a more modern vibe. And then I also wondered what this entire thing would look like with a stripe. Ta-da! I think it's so chic. Very Parisian. I tried a Breton stripe, but it just wasn't enough because of the darkness of the jeans. But I think that looks kind of cool. And again, that stripe just makes things a little bit more urban, and it just modernizes it. So there you go. That's that beautiful blazer. I absolutely love it, and I want to get wear out of it. I'm going to keep experimenting, and I'll try to feature it in some upcoming videos as well. Hope you're having a fantastic day wherever you are in the world, and I'll catch you soon. Peace.